He has to flicker away, but Kido Gimash is going to be melted down by Sasa. And now the follow-up coming in. The Lolita will be taken down, and more mature No Mercy will be the next one to fall. And this should be an easy lord for Onyx Esports.
And you see the weakness now of the Louvre composition. Once you get hand of Kido, once you get a wrong way of the dragon or a wrong hook, if Onyx dives on you first, you're toast.
You are
cannot react,
toast.
and they will drop you dead right away.
And Onyx Esports capitalizing on every single advantage that they have. They got the lord, they also got the mid and the bottom lane turret, and they are so good at taking advantages right now. And Louvre Esports, just a blink of an eye, they lost their advantage already.
Yeah, they're already having Onyx knocking on the bottom, knocking on the middle, taking it and dodging hooks this time around. It is not looking really good for Louvre Esports all of a sudden. And Onyx, just like that, just with a snap of a finger,
single flash,
they turn everything around.
I mean, Psycho has to stay in the back line right now because it is a very dangerous spot for Psycho to be in front of the enemy team. Even though he has a time journey, once you get hooked, you're going to be guaranteed dead.
Absolutely, and the hooks, they're not going to matter that much later on, so they need to make it work now. There's no mercy. All eyes on this guy. Who can he pick up? Lord walks in, blocks off that tower. Mid lane being pushed as well.
Mid lane being pushed as well. That's very smart to put down that wall so they can just force them out. Onyx Esports is going to take down that tier 3 turret. And they're also going to rotate up a top lane right now. A potential clash, I feel it. And the hook is going to come in onto Udil, and Udil will be rendered useless. No more knockup and Violet Requiem for Onyx Esports, and they are forced to run away.
Yeah, finally one for the team here as Louvre lost their tower. They need to make a chase work. Although too much chasing can't be bad for you. Jill might find that out the hard way.
They might find out the hard way indeed, but they have to be wary about this hook. He might be bursted down. Drian has to run away. Even though you're a tank, you're still going to be burst down by Louvre Esports.
Man, that rotation is so strong here from Onyx Esports. They're slowly being pushed back, though. That's actually
Anti-Mage is being caught out, and Colorado Inferno is going to be used as well. A lot of lifesteal is going to come in, but he's going to turn around on Kido Gamash, but he's not going to find anybody. The Way of the Dragon is going to be used, and he will be taken down by the Linux. 5-4 for Kido Gamash.
And that's what happens, man. When you have Kido Gamash untouched, as long as he can free hit as a Lunox, you're fine. You're good to go. Darkening and into a target. The tanks don't feel like tanks.
Yeah, the tanks don't feel like tanks indeed. I mean, this is Grok we're talking about. Drian is the Grok, and he should be very hard to kill. But the moment he gets hooked in, he will be locked down. And look at this. The time journey is going to be activated as well. Gil is going to be caught out of position, but Drian is taken so very low, and they are forced to run away from this one. They will not be able to win this clash. But look at the bottom lane, though. It's being pushed in, so Louvre Esports have to have an answer for that.
They have to be ready. Someone has to back off. That tower is going down soon. And that, my friend, is more breathing time for Onyx to regroup, to think of a new strategy, and then look for a plan of attack.
Just 1 minute left on the Lord, the level 2 Lord, and Onyx Esports have to get into positions so they can contest to that. But it looks like they're not going to go for it just yet. It's still 45 seconds left. But Onyx Esports, they are indeed given a bit of breathing room, and Louvre Esports not taking advantage of the amount of pressure that they're putting on Onyx Esports.
Yeah, the amount of pressure, man, seems to be a bit bearable now, but wait till later. They need to finish it. They need to do something before we get to a breaking point here. Onyx Esports.
Oh, it looks like Anti-Mage can be caught again by 3 people, and the bottom lane turret is going to be destroyed as well, but they are rotating to the top lane, and Udil will be able to survive that one. Tried to push in at the top lane, but unfortunately couldn't get anything out of it, so they left the Diggy alone to defend this.
They had to worry about, like, response, right? They need to worry about the base itself. And finally, that's something that you cannot give away.
Yeah, the Lord has finally respawned. It's in favor of the Louvre Esports in terms of positioning right now. So Onyx Esports, they need to rotate quickly to the bottom lane. Even though everything is still 15 seconds away from respawn, they need to contest this Lord because the Lord will be indeed a big problem for them. This is level 2.
Level 2 Lord, man, should be very... Actually, I think should be level 3 because Earlier it was already Luminous Lord, so
I see,
it
I
should
see.
be a lot stronger, a lot better, and hopefully we can see something change up here for Louver, because right now they're just playing reactive. They're just playing
Oh, he's
whatever
gonna be
Onyx
caught
is
by the
doing.
hook. Please don't be caught by that hook. And now the suppression is gonna come in for Drian, and Drian is gonna be caught with the time journey as well. But look at this, the Violet Weapon is also activated right now. Yor is gonna be the next one to fall. The Blazing Duet is also used, but look at this. Gila is trying to catch Anti-Mage out, but it's still a back and forth for Onyx Esports and Louver Esports. But the big
Kito
turnaround
Gamache!
for Louver Esports. Kido Gamache is just hitting people for one after another, and Anti-Mage is gonna be forced to run away from this
Oh
one.
my gosh.
But the bonus movement speed will be able to make him back away safely. And Louver
30
Esports,
seconds,
what
man.
a big turnaround for that. And 30 seconds left for Sasa. And this could be a potential game if they use this to their advantage. And
boy!
force this one out.
They're
And
catching him
Color-
out.
They can't
Oh my
stop the
God!
kill for Louver Esports. The Lunix is just too strong, and Psycho better call up Post Malone because he's such a psycho right now. Just one more turn to fall for Louver Esports, and they can potentially end the game. What will they do? Is this it, Rockhart? Is this gonna be it?
I'm
Are
not
they gonna
sure.
make God's ball? Onyx Esports looking a bit
Oh my
flustered.
gosh! This is, I think, the closest they've ever gotten
This
to
is the
giving
closest.
Onyx Esports a beating. And I think they could do it now. One more wrong pickup, one more bad play, and I think Onyx Esports might actually drop a game.
I had to stand up for this. This is getting a bit too hype because I thought Onyx Esports was going to take this game one easily. And the hit is going to connect to Psycho, and he will be the first one to fall. And Drian has to back away. It's again a 4v5, and that's a lot of seconds left until he responds.
Onyx Esports, man, they're being picked off one by one. They have not fought 5v5!
It is
Another big one from Marshall, nobody's unstoppable for Kido Gamache already!
And Kido Gamache is also going to be able to get that hook onto Udil, and Udil looking a bit flustered right now, and Drian is also going to be converged on by 5 people
They're doing
of
it.
Louver Esports. They are
Oh my
doing
gosh.
it! They are doing it! We never should have doubted them, and Sasa is going to be caught as well, forced to recall, but this will be it. As soon as Anti-Mage is going to be taken down, this should be the game, ladies and gentlemen. Louver Esports. But look at this at the mid lane.
Sasa's buying time.
Sasa is buying time. He's clearing out the mid lane so they can't push into the base. And very smart from Sasa.
Oh my God,
And
that was
Louver
so
Esports delay their celebration.
So for that, they are going to trading it for the Lord. Louver definitely going to get a lot of value from this one, but they are doing it. They're slowly whittling down
They're slowly whittling down indeed.
Indonesian powerhouse.
They're wounding Onyx Esports right now, but they still have not bled just yet.
They need to finish
And
him off
Louver
first.
Esports,
They cannot celebrate right away,
they
man.
need to catch Psycho and not be
Yeah.
caught by Udil. Those are the win conditions for Louver Esports. As soon as they get Psycho, they should be wary of the Udil, of the knockups, and the Violet Requiem. And as soon as those two are taken down, Sasa should be no problem.
Yeah, Psycho is being called out so much. He's not helping anybody. And because of that, Louver Esports, even Sasa can't actually carry from that position if it's so difficult to catch a break.
It's so difficult indeed, and now they got the Lord for themselves. This should be a lot of pressure for Onyx Esports right now. This one clash could end it all. It could end the streak for Onyx Esports, and let's see, it's slowly building up. I feel a clash coming right now, and Diggy is going to be caught! The time journey is activated, the monster kill for the Linux right now, and look at this, Sasa is blazing duetting. It's time for the blazing duet, and Gila is going to be caught as well. Oh no, the red health bars are slowly disappearing, and Drian has to take away. They're doing it, and Sasa is still alive, but this is
Oh
it.
my gosh!
Ladies and gentlemen,
Onyx Esports!
Onyx Esports have bled. Louver Esports take game 1, and Yor gets what he wants. Gets one game.
Oh my gosh. They did it. They gave him a beating. Louver Esports win a game against Onyx Esports. This could be the start of it. This could be the start of what we would like to see. The redemption game from Louver Esports. Wow. What a powerhouse.
Rockhart, is this a High School Musical? Because this is the start of something new.
Yeah, I feel like it's gonna be the start of something new here. Martian No Mercy. Oh my god.
Demons.
A Franco band next game.
The
because that
absolute-
guy.
The absolute MVP in this game, Marsha No mercy. As soon as Psycho got caught, it was game from there.
It was.
Marsha No Mercy so well in
Wow.
in those hooks in the entire game. Caught the best target that they could catch. It was Psycho. It was Udil. It was even if it was Drian, the Grok, they still bursted him down. It was a complete shutdown for Luber Esports.
It really was full negation of the time journey, as well as making use of the Franco ultimate brutal massacre. No immunity at all, not for Grok, not for Guinevere, especially not for Diggy.
Especially not for Diggy, indeed. The time journey just rendered useless because he was the one who always got caught. And Marsha No Mercy, I can't emphasize this enough. He was just so good. He was so on point with these hooks. And
Wow.
oh my
And
goodness.
he's always catching the Diggy for some reason.
The first loss of Onyx Esports, so impactful. How they lost, it's all because of Psycho getting caught all the time.
That's right. I mean, Psycho, I feel like he wanted to do a job. He didn't do it. He was
didn't do it.
actually, because of that, because of what, Psycho was doing, it's like Sasa can't do his job. Everyone else, anti-mage, he's trying to front, he's trying to make picks. He's not getting the picks that he actually wants.
He's not getting anything at all, and even though Sasa got what he wanted, he got the Claude, but the Blazing Duet in the end just didn't deal enough damage, and it was just so unfortunate for Onyx Esports.
Yeah, it just goes to show, you cannot count out Luver, right? You cannot count out that powerful Lunox pick, of course, from Keto. Man, Keto, man, on the Lunox.
And yeah, in just a few seconds, we should be seeing the highlights right now, seeing how Onyx Esports lost.
Yeah, check out those highlights. I feel like we're gonna catch so many here. We need to catch Luver so many times. Like, I mean, Gio was being bullied so often, but the comeback in the early game, that powerful play from Keto, actually made a big deal. And the hooks, like, see, over Drian.
Over
Drian was right in
Drian.
front of him.
Ну, блядь.
But it was Psycho that got caught all
Yes.
the time, so that was really unfortunate for Onyx Esports. Psycho just got caught every time, and Drian just there trying to block it, but he's always the one that got caught. And also, this should be the turning point. As soon as Anti-Mage got caught in that as well, it just snowballed from Luber. Because
Oh.
Anti-Mage also got caught in this mid-game. He couldn't get any more farm. He couldn't get
Yeah.
any more advantages.
See that, man? Beautiful. No escape at all.
Beautiful,
I mean, if you pick a Guinevere, you kind of want the escapes to happen, right?
Yeah.
But did not happen this time around. Non-stop hooks from Marsha No Mercy. This is hookland right now. Everyone is getting caught. There's no escape, and there's no retribution. Beautiful plays. I mean, in the end, Sasa feel like,
Oh my goodness.
This whole highlight reel, this is
Alright.
the Marsha No Mercy show.
The Franco indeed should be a respect ban for Onyx Esports right now. The potential threat in the next game. Again, ladies and gentlemen, I must remind you all that this is a best of 3. So if Onyx Esports loses the next game, they will fall
They're
to the
out.
lower bracket. They're not out just yet. They will fall
They're
to the
full
lower bracket. Yeah.
exactly. So that's a crazy.
Oh my goodness,
my
just look at
goodness.
that.
Are you kidding me?
It's just
Over tanks,
crazy.
right?
Over
Over
tanks.
so many people in
Look
front.
at that. Udil and Psycho always got caught with that hook. And Sasa, even though he tried to turn around the game, see
There were
that?
3 of them. How did he pick up that?
Marsha No Mercy.
I'm lost for words.
He's living up to his name right now.
Yeah.
Indeed, that is Marsha No Mercy at
No
all.
mercy at all, man. Beautiful plays.
And
Luvery spot.
yeah.
Wow.
you saw the player cams earlier. Onyx Esports wasn't too happy about that.
Yeah, surprising. I mean, they're usually very smiling, you know.
They're
very
usually
chill and
very.
relaxed.
It looks like they're trolling every time after a game,
Yeah,
and
they
they're
usually
always
do.
laughing. Except for one member, he's always discussing strategies every time, even though they're not in game. I saw them sitting just beside us yesterday, and they were discussing already. They weren't even focusing on the games. They were just discussing one after another. I wanna say what they were talking about. in the
Yeah,
game.
something maybe we can check later on
Yeah,
backstage,
yeah.
you know. And of course, they will start to get ready either way after this one. So, very interestingly, I want to see as well is whether or not, Luver can keep this up. I feel like if they don't keep it up, it's it's gonna be a big problem, and we want to see more proactive plays from these guys. You know.
I mean, the momentum should come in for Luber
This
Esports.
is-
They
if you
are
want
riding that
momentum,
momentum.
Man,
Few
if
moments
you
of
want
victory.
momentum, this is it. This is how you start it. You just gotta keep going.
You just gotta keep going. I mean, Luber Esports, they're riding on that wave of momentum right now, but can they keep up? Onyx Esports should be a bit demoralized for their first loss.
Yeah, man, I feel like Onyx Esports, they're gonna be in for a treat here if they
Yeah.
can beat this 2-1. I mean, if I were Onyx, I was undefeated. I was Onyx. I would give my best shot right away next game, right? I would. If there was something I was hiding, I would give it away. I would throw it to their faces, and I would see them bleed. So maybe that's what Onyx will do next game.
They should be they should be at the blue side right now, so they have the first priority pick. So the Franco, I'm sure we both know that Franco will be bad.
That's bad. No more Franco.
No
today,
more
for
Franco
sure.
for you.
I think Marcia No Mercy. He's already.
He's shown his
got it.
strength.
Yeah, he showed
He's
his
shown
strength.
his strength.
He showed his trump card. You're out. That's out.
You're out,
Have
that's
to think
out.
about a different hero. Think about a different hero. Think about a different rotation pick. Rethink the bags as well. Keto's Lunox also. Man, what the heck, right?
Keto's Lonux.
Only like one or two mistakes. Wrong position.
We can't forget about Keto's Lonux. I mean, he was the main damage dealer of that game.
Yes.
And I gotta say, he didn't make an impact, but he was just overshadowed by Martian No Mercy.
Yeah,
he
Martian
was the
No Mercy,
reason for
yes.
everything.
I feel like the hooks would not work out well without the power of Keto right behind them. I mean, even their marksman, their own marksman, was only doing like damage later on. At the early stage of the game, Keto and Marsha were the two guys who always need to be close together, who always need to start the fights. And because of those proactive fights, I feel like esports, they got caught off guard.
Yeah, let's not undermine the fact that Udil was a very excellent Guinevere in that game. The knockups were coming in, the Violet Requiems were on point, and he was the main reason for most of those clashes to happen.
Yeah, exactly. I feel like as long as if you let that go for just 1 second, if you gave the Guinevere any kills at all, that would have been game over. But that didn't happen right away. It
Yeah.
didn't happen later on. But I think that was more because I feel like Onyx, they were like, you know what? We are immune to crowd control. I'm
Yeah.
a Grok.
I'm a Grok.
We have a Diggy.
You have
We
a
have a
Diggy.
Guinevere with Violet Requiem who's immune to crowd control. How can we be disaffected by a Grok hook?
But the
A
Diggy
big
was,
Franco.
but the Diggy was always was the one who always got caught though.
Yeah.
But guys, not to mention we have a giveaway right
Oh,
below
that
the
was-
screen right now. Oh wait, hold on,
Oh
just
my
yeah,
gosh.
it's right here.
Man, I didn't have my phone ready. I would have been. I would've
Just
been ready.
just underneath the
Yeah.
HyperX headset that we have. Yeah,
Yeah.
get that code
Get
right
that
now. Redeem it. You might be the first one.
Yeah, those are gonna contain random stuff. Could be fragments, could be hero fragments, could be dust,
Could be
or
skins.
could be a really, really special skin. So check that out. Claim that. That is all for you guys. Please enjoy and get.
Так. Я хуй знает, куда тут нахуй водить надо. Тут хуй поймешь, блядь. Хуйня какая-то, блядь.
Right now, they're being given a hard time.
Yeah, given a hard time
I'm
by their
surprised.
own homeboys. Luber Esports, also from Indonesia. I mean, these Indonesians guys, they are crazy in
Yeah,
this
they're
game.
really strong, very powerful. One of the best regions, you gotta admit. I mean, I'm not sure if it's like the second best to the Philippines, our own region, but So
Man.
far, they're showing that they are.
They are showing that
I
they
feel
are
bad.
indeed.
Our region being shown up.
Yeah.
But we're not done. Archangel is still in the contention. And we're going to
Archangel.
see them next game.
Next game, hopefully.
Next game. Hopefully,
still-
they'll still be here in the final. Something that we're going to have to look for. But
I mean, Archangel. It's Archangel versus Overclockers. Overclockers again. I
Very
can't
powerful.
repeat this enough. Very powerful. They are super duper strong in this tournament. Dark horses, underdogs, you name it. They're the guys who eliminated Brent Esports, the 2018
yeah.
MSC champions.
So what do you think? What do you think is going to be happening here? What do you think are the changes? What are the picks that are need to be removing aside? We need to be removing aside from the Franco.
Aside
Which
from
obviously
Franco,
will be banned
Okay.
out. I have no doubts at all that that's going to be banned out. For
given the fact already that Franco is gonna be banned out, the next thing that they should prioritize in banning, prioritize will be Lunox.
Lunox, I feel like the
We
Lunox,
can't forget about that Lunox.
Yeah.
The Lunox dealt a lot of damage for the Grok alone.
Yeah, the burst that
По какой ссылке? А по какой ссылке-то, блядь, перейти? Что-то хуйня, короче, какая-то ебаная.
change it up, force them into something like Kagura, a Selena. Yeah, seen that today.
Especially considering that the Cho was locked into that game. They should consider banning that Cho as well, because that Cho just caught the Diggy. Not only the Franco was hooking, but Gio was already there to be a nuisance for Diggy.
Exactly that Diggy. I feel like you had such a bad time, Psycho. I hope you got you had your head sorted out there, your mentality straight, because otherwise you're gonna be in for a bad time. I feel like the Diggy is not going to be prioritized. Expect a Diggy ban, by the way. I feel like if they cannot utilize it properly, the only next thing that's going to happen is that there is going to be a Diggy ban.
The Diggy ban, and of course also given Hayabusa ban for
Hayabusa,
either of the
yeah,
teams.
That is such strong power here. So we're going to have to wait and see what kind of changes that we're going to see here from
On esports, yeah.
there we
Of course, the Diggy is going to be a ban. The ban factor for on esports, the Diggy is going to be taken away from Louver. And now the Harith, we've seen a Harith yesterday, only one time, but the team with the Harith, they lost.
Yes, exactly. So 0% win rate here for the Harith, but they're still giving it a lot of, what do you call that, respect. Yes?
Still 108% ban rate. I guess that was negated now because the Harith was picked, so I guess it's going to be at like 99.
Yeah,
99%.
at least, right?
At least 99%. Harith was picked yesterday, dealt a lot of damage, but it just didn't do enough.
Yeah, I feel a bit bad for that. At the same time, you know what?
See that? The Cho is
See?
going to be banned out as well.
So much respect from
So
Onyx.
much.
This
But
is-
they're not. They could take away the Franco. If they want to, they could take away the Franco, because the Franco will be a big problem for them. But of course, they picked out the Franco. The pick Franco was only because there was a Diggy for the enemy team. They
Yes,
knew who to
exactly.
prioritize. So I don't think the Franco will be prioritized at this point, but it still should be an important pick.
Yeah, I feel like Onyx Esports responding to what Louver is doing is a sign. It's a sign that they're respecting. It's a sign that they're scared. It's a sign that, you know what, Louver, they're an equal. We cannot bully them anymore. They're a different team than they were back at home. So we cannot do what we've been doing. We need to change something up. They got the Grok still.
But the Kaja is open. The Kaja is open, and also the
man,
Lunox.
Kaja.
They're gonna give out two important picks for Lure Esports right now. Kaja and the Lunox. Hayabusa
Yes.
also a given ban already for Lure Esports. They don't want to give it to Sasa or Anti-Mage.
Sasa, man, I feel like Anti-Mage's Hayabusa permaban.
Permaban
They're not
indeed.
gonna ever take a risk. They know this guy is so famous on it, and they know that's for a reason. Oh, they're still leaving the Lunox out with the Kaja.
Of course, as predicted already, the Lunox and the Kaja will be picked out for Luber Esports and Onyx, what do they have in response to this? They are left with just a bit of choices already.
So
Esmeralda is open. Guinevere, the Guinevere was very effective in the last game. Unfortunately, they lost, but who knows? Who knows?
and I feel like this is gonna be a big possibility for Selena pick. But if they don't go for it right now, they can go for it later. Because they right now they want the Esmeralda, they want that Akai, and I'm super surprised that Selena's going through still. I know
Yeah,
what's going
no
on.
Selena pick just yet, but as predicted, Esmeralda is going to be picked. Very important pick for Onyx Esports right now. And of course, the Akai with the Hurricane Dance shutting everything up. As soon as the Divine Judgment comes in, it will be just a bit negated. You know, the guaranteed
a
death will
little
be
bit.
delayed.
Yeah.
The guaranteed death will be delayed by just a bit because of that Hurricane Dance, or maybe even potentially not die from it.
Yeah.
But of course, Watt is going to pick that carry as well, so you know it's going to be a split push type of game.
Yeah. Next band here, of course, is going to be for a tank. I'm pretty sure. Do you want to negate that Minotaur? I feel like if there's a Minotaur in this composition,
I mean,
that's
there's no reason. Oh right, okay. So it's Onyx ban right now, but
Yes,
so they're gonna give out that.
what?
They're gonna give out that Minotaur for free.
Yeah.
If Luber Esports, if they
Or
had that
Franco.
last ban, they should have just. It would be pointless to ban out the Minotaur because they already have the Grog and also the Akai. So it would be unreasonable for them to ban out the Minotaur. So the Terizla though,
This looks
Terizla.
familiar. Yeah, same ones behind on the back foot, right?
Yeah, so this should be a smart play. They banned out the Leomord, but they also have the potential to go for the Toms.
Yes, fams. Going straight back to sustainability. You don't need the Minotaur if you have someone strong already on the front lines. However, they might be lacking. That might be lacking later on. Are we gonna see the Franco pick again? Who knows? They're actually looking like they're not agreeing that well on the screen.
Oh, hold on. What
they're
is
saying
this?
yes. They're saying yes. They're nodding.
Hold
It's
on,
like,
hold
what
on.
are they saying?
Are they actually gonna go for
Are they
this?
gonna go for this?
Matthew and
Labu
Gideon.
Labu!
Matthew and Gideon, are you watching this? Our fellow English casters. They predicted yesterday, by the way, that they were gonna go for the Lapu Lapu, and
Yeah.
and Gideon was like, I'm a prophet.
He is a prophet. He saw the Chang'e pick as
Yeah,
well
he saw
from
the Chang'e
Evos yesterday.
From a mile away.
Mile away. He was not even casting that at all. And he was jumping in the seat when they picked it up. So predictions are coming true here, but question is, can it work? They're going for the Granger now. This time around, they also have the fam still. So they're sticking to what works. They're sticking to their battle plan. What's gonna be the answer here from Louver?
And of course, the Granger pick is going to be prioritized for Onyx Esports right now. And of course, the Franco is going to come in, the sole tank for Luber Esports.
Marsh, is this? What is this?
Martian no
Have they not
mercy.
learned yet?
Okay, this is what I think about about Onyx Esports right now. Although Franco will be a threat, it was only because of their mispositioning. Onyx Esports mispositioned a lot, therefore they lost that game because the Diggy was always caught. Meaning, you know what? Let's just play a bit more compact.
Let's remove the Dicky.
Let's not
Yeah.
let's not misposition ourselves. Let's just give out the Franco so we can get our own cover pick as well.
And that seems to be going well for Looper. If that's their plan, you know what? They got what they wanted. We'll have to wait and see if this is going to be the end of the Onyx undefeated
Streak.
game run. I mean, they already lost one match. So I want to see if the whole game itself is going to be compromised. So, it's going to be game 2. Onyx Esports and Luber Esports from Indonesia. We are going to run down into the land of dawn. For Onyx Esports, we have Psycho on the Akai, Udil on the Esmeralda, Sasa on the Granger, Drian on the Grok, and Anti-Mage on the Fams.
And meanwhile, for Luber Esports, we have Kido on the Linux, Martian No Mercy on the very effective Franco. And to carry a weight, a clash might happen right now. Drian is going to put a bit more damage onto your.
Yeah, just
Also-
scaring them off a little bit there.
Yeah, continuing, we have Watt on the carry, Jill on the Lapu Lapu, and Yor on the Kaja.
Yeah, some beautiful plays here from Luver right now. Also, they're starting to deny. And right now, Onyx, they're even scared to invade.
Yeah.
Usually, we would see Onyx go strong on the invasion.
I mean, they are very, very aggressive in terms of invading.
Yes.
And right now, we're not seeing that. we are not seeing a single invade
all,
from
yes.
Onyx Esports at all. This is the fear factor. This
Yeah.
is the fear factor for Onyx Esports. And, this
Right
is
now.
so good for Luber. But right now, they
Oh.
are contesting on the crab coin. But who secured it? It's going to be Kido. Kido gets that.
Kido.
It's going to be really good for him as well.
That's what they need. They need some gold on that Lunox. Get that concentrated energy early and get the damage done right
Yeah.
away, so you can do a lot more for your team.
Onyx Esports is playing a bit more compact, as we talked about earlier. Onyx Esports didn't want to make a single mistake right now, but Sasa could potentially die. But he will be able to flicker out away, and Psycho is just going to body block him.
At the body block also works very well. So I'm a bit surprised here. But Onyx Esports are still surviving this time around. No
Yeah.
one to follow up here in Franco yet.
Not just yet, but 3 people up the top lane for Onyx Esports already. They want to go in for this push because they know if they leave the carry out, if they just ignore the carry, it's going to be a big problem.
Yeah, it's going to be a very, very big problem indeed. So right now, Sasa actually is going to be one of those big problems as well.
Yeah, Sasa.
I feel like
Sasa Granger, don't sleep on Sasa's Granger. The burst damage, in just a blink of an eye, you would die already. But it looks like Drian is going to be converged on by Luber Esports right now. Will be forced to use that wild charge as well. But in the backline, Anti-Mage is going to be caught out, but he will go in, and Conrad Inferno is going to be used, but it will not do anything. The first blood for Luber Esports.
yeah, Luber Esports. They are
And
getting
the
it
hook will
again.
connect.
Oh, the badge that's the
badge.
first time I've seen.
That's the first time Luber Esports. What in the world is this?
Well, that's the first time I've ever seen it being used against Onyx here. Wow, that is.
Making a statement.
That's a statement.
Luber Esports,
Martian.
they're feeling a bit confident right now against Onyx, and this should be a good thing. It should be a good thing.
Yeah, it's definitely a good thing here because right now, Onyx they're being matched up here by Luber Esports, and Luber Esports, they can do this as long as they keep Watt safe. Oh, speaking of Watt, right now getting bullied on the top lane as well. That's a lot of damage. No answer, but Martial No Mercy is here. He can also take the crab if he wants to. He has the ultimate. Will he use for the hook?
No,
I think he will not try.
But it is going to be a 3v2 down in bottom lane right now. No, it is a 3v3. The stun is going to come in. Kikido Gimash Order Billions is going to be used as well. He will be able to run away from this one, but the Lapu Lapu will come in. The Hurricane Dance is also activated, but he will be bursted down. The Lapu Lapu takes that kill.
Man, that's absolutely beautiful here, as they say in the Philippines. So, in the meantime, that's going to be... Oh, Yudil with a dive in. Yor is going to be taken down. What a wrong position here for the
Very
Kaja
wrong.
player.
They threw away that advantage, and now Onyx Esports still have the lead. They are up 3,000 gold already, and Onyx Esports just taking it back, even though they only have 1 kill so far. And and Anti-Mage, she's gonna go back to the top lane, shutting that Watt out.
I mean, what's going to happen here, right? What do you expect from Psycho going full tornado here? Jill under the tower. That is the wrong place to cast your spells. What are you doing? That's going to be a kill. And Esmeralda gets 2 for his efforts.
I understood what the Lapu Lapu did. Luber Esports, they didn't want to go for more kills. They did not want to go for more deaths.
Yeah,
Therefore,
exactly.
the Lapu Lapu just sacrificed himself in order for Martial No Mercy to get away.
So this is looking like Luber. They're being very passive, aren't they?
Yeah, they are. And
So
Onyx Esports,
passive.
Onyx Esports don't have a proper response for how passive they are. They usually are very aggressive.
Yeah, and that's what happens. If you cannot be aggressive against these guys, it's going to be a big problem. So I want to see Luber more proactive plays. Please start making use of your Kaja, because I'm seeing that green on all the time.
Yeah.
With the Kaja ultimate, that is not a good thing.
They have not used a single Divine Judgment so far, but Adrian is going to spot them out. And Martial No Mercy, and oh my goodness, good thing he's immune to CC, because that hook could have been... guaranteed death.
And that's what we've been looking for later, right? These guys should be immune to crowd control.
Should be.
So the first game, I feel like that should have been an easy pick. I don't know what happened right now, though.
Here we go. The hook is going to connect onto the Akai, but the Akai will... be the first first one to fall? No. The Divine Judgment is going to be using the... And UD will be bursted down. The first one to fall will be the carry. And next one is the Esmeralda. Hope will connect on the toms. Luber Esports absolutely dominating Onyx Esports right now.
Yeah, that's exactly what we are seeing here in Onyx Esports. They seem to be on the prowl here, on the ground. Where do we start? Where do we pick things up? Because right now, Luber, they have a very healthy carry, as well as the Lapu Lapu. He's back on the field. He's getting gold again. Tower on the bottom lane could be a big threat, and they need to deal with that at the same time as Kido Gimash and Martial No Mercy.
It's not could be a big threat. It is a big threat, Rockhard. Luber Esports is just putting everything to their advantage right now. And look at that, 7 assists already. And Martial No Mercy as well, 5. And the suppression is going to come in for the Grok. And Drian is going to fall. And Onyx Esports looking a bit flustered. What happened to them?
I know, I feel like I gotta...
And Antimage, look at this. Conquering Inferno is going to be used as well, but he's going to be bursted down. The lifesteal is not going to be enough. And Luber Esports just absolutely destroying. And Sasa will be the next one.
Oh!
He will be bursted down. And wow, my goodness,
The
that
damage
carry.
from Kido, man.
That carry is doing wonders.